everybody.
It's the Normies coming at you with some BoJack Season 6, Episode 6.
Yep.
Episode 6x6.
It is called...
Shit.
And it's called...
Shit and stuff.
The kidney stays in the picture.
The kidney stays in the picture. I'm excited. I think BoJack's going to be doing a little bit better, and I think he's going to be leaving up out of rehab and making some nice moves.
Somebody about to lose a kidney?
No, his kidney's gonna stay in the picture because he's not drinking anymore.
His kidney stays in. Yeah.
Or they tell him
Isn't
that
it
one
liver?
needs to go, and he's
Oh
like,
yeah,
"Nah,
you're right.
I'm
Never
not doing
mind.
it."
Liver.
If any of you guys had to donate a kidney to a loved one, would you do it?
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah.
I know, like.
I need one.
Oh.
Why
Not
would,
because I'm sick, but I just want an extra one.
well, unless you're dying.
I know someone that was conned into giving one of his kidneys
Oh,
The
God.
fuck?
by his own dad.
Oh,
What
my
the
goodness.
fuck?
Did he end up throwing his dad out of the
Oh,
window?
John
Yeah,
Law.
his dad threw him out of window.
Fuck.
Oh, I
Shit.
knew it. I was like,
That was good.
this sounds so familiar.
I'm sorry, y'all.
Oh, God.
Anyway, we're gonna start this. Not a market substitute. Please support the official release. Check out our Patreon if you want to see the rest of season 6. Support us. Like this video. Subscribe if you haven't already. Check out our gaming channel. We play games on there. Come on.
Guild of Assistants is meeting with industry power brokers today to negotiate terms for a standard agreement.
I'm optimistic about the coming talks and confident we can avoid a strike.
All right, you little fishes. Let's wrap this up quick so you can all go back to getting your wrong coffees.
We'd like to not be treated like garbage.
It appears we are at an
I want a
impasse.
coffee.
There's no way that won't happen.
Where's my dry cleaning?
I'm so sorry.
Did anyone see me?
You were in here all night.
This never happened.
Agreed.
But how do I get out of here without anyone seeing me?
Okay.
I don't know how many practical applications this would have.
No, don't let go.
Oh god.
Thank you, BoJack, for being there to catch me.
We're in the wagon.
On the wagon.
Oh god.
There we go. He's back.
But he's on the wagon again.
No, you can't fall off the wagon.
Doesn't mean nothing, Elma.
Don't try
and fool me no more, Ennis. I know what it means, Jack. Twist.
This is Aaron Paul in the recording booth doing these voices. I just laughing.
Players trip.
I have some news. It's about your mother.
Oh, is the news that you're marrying her, inserting yourself into our family, and ruining my life?
I didn't come to your home to fight.
Then joke's on you, because you didn't come to my home at all. I just sleep on the couch. Mom gave me.
Your mother needs your help.
Then instead of sending her husband, she should have asked me herself if it's so important to her.
She's in a coma.
Rudeness coma.
A rudeness coma.
Oh my God! Why didn't you open with that?
Your mother needs a kidney.
Oh
shit.
man, he about to get John locked. Of course I would give Mom my kidney.
Then there's no time to waste.
Would give her my kidney. You need to work on your listening skills. I sold my extra kidney just last week.
Oh, I can do that.
Why?
What if instead of visiting my mother, we got my kidney back? Come on, Ruthie! Field trip to the organ market!
Maybe we could circumvent giving the assistants what they want by giving them what they think they want. Like how we satiate TV creators by giving them little vanity cards at the end of episodes, then sell the shows to streaming networks that auto-skip the end credits so no one even sees the vanity cards.
Really?
Assistants what?
Because the only thing I wanted was not to be an assistant anymore.
Princess Carolyn, I'll say to you what I said to David Levy when we were developing the Addams Family and brainstorming ancillary characters like cousins and whatnot, but that's it.
Goodbye, fancy room. Goodbye.
Yay! Go BoJack!
Susan, whoa. Hey, stop the car. Let me out here.
Oh!
See, he's gotta like.
Oh no.
Dang, you had one sip of it?
Dr. Chen, what are you doing?
Okay, this mood about never have another drop of alcohol again.
Are we sure about this?
So you're telling me the guiding philosophy of the 6 months of rehab I just paid for is complete bullshit?
Hey, man, works for you, works for you. As for me, check, please.
The worst thing.
Welcome to Mike and Morgan's House of Organs. We handle
Oh my god. No.
What's with all the boxes?
All our kidneys went to Chicago. Jeremiah White Whale bought us out.
Off of White Whale. Why?
He's stockpiling organs because he's a rich old guy who wants to live forever.
God.
Well, this wasn't a pointless excursion.
I'm sorry I couldn't be more helpful.
No, it's my fault for expecting anything different.
Oh my god.
Can we offer you anything on your way out? Or an industrial-sized tub of general anesthesia?
Give me the anesthesia.
Sneak in during what is a strange test the cop is visiting.
Holiday party.
From Chicago?
We're breaking into the Whitewell building.
Why?
To get back my kidney and save Mom and prove to you that I'm not just a wacky screw-up who engages primarily in goofy, whimsical mess around.
How did you get me on the plane?
We did a weekend at Bernie's.
Tonight's the Whitewell employee holiday.
So, all we need to do is get into the party, figure out where the kidneys are, find my kidney, and sneak out, all without drawing attention to ourselves.
And be careful, because if Jeremiah Whitewell catches you, he can legally murder you. Can I get anyone an Imperial Stout? The barley was sourced from Portland, Maine, but the brewery is in Portland, Oregon.
I like this
It's the most hipster thing ever.
I don't know why you're so negative. You want to help Mom, or do you want to just go back to the hospital and wait?
Okay, I mean.
The Chavezes are up for a heist.
Never seen Todd's dad and mom before.
Todd's stepdad.
I've never seen that before.
There's an opening in my company for a development exec. I don't suppose you'd be interested.
Oh, I'd have to think about it. I never.
You get overpaid to read scripts, company credit card, and a parking spot in the good garage. Plus, your own assistant.
Assistant?
That is, of course, if the strike ends.
That's a very generous offer, but I'd have to talk it over with my colleagues.
Why? Those are assistants.
Baby's so cute.
I know.
You're one of us.
What you gonna do? Damn.
Signed her soul over to the dark side.
What's so funny?
I was just remembering a funny joke.
Can you tell me what it is?
You wouldn't get it. It's about Zsa Zsa Gabor, and it's no longer appropriate in today's climate.
No.
It's I'm here to run development for Saoirse Ronan's production company.
No, don't give that guy a higher position.
Please don't.
Promise me you'll be perspicacious in there.
Perspicacious? I don't know the meaning of the word.
Oh, there's that leech.
Diane.
Yes.
I find that hard to believe.
Wow, that's racist. People don't always look like their last name. For example, I'm white and my last name is Chavez.
I thought your last name was Nguyen.
Oh, yeah, it is Diane Nguyen. That's me, alright. Or my name isn't Todd Chavez.
Oh my god.
¿Qué tal? Estoy aquí para recoger la basura.
What?
Y déjame entrar al edificio, por favor.
Go ahead.
Well, that worked.
Man, you live in LA, you can't speak Spanish, bro? A little bit?
They're Chicago.
They're Chicago.
Oh, they are
But also,
Chicago.
same thing with
I can't let you go back there drunk.
You don't care about me. You're scared of this guy.
them.
You can't help anybody else unless you're honest with yourself. Know what I mean?
No, I never know what you real therapy.
Maybe because I'm a horse, so I remind you of your father, so you simultaneously resent me and crave my approval.
What's your point?
My point is, you're stunning from having healthy relationships with horses, idiot!
Well, if that were true, I would have almost no other horses in my life.
Right, it's almost as if all your friends and loved ones are human.
Oh, yeah, right, but then how do you explain the one horse I do care about, my half-sister Hollyhock, who is also a reminder of my father? Wouldn't I keep her at arm's length, desperate for her to love me, but unwilling to be vulnerable enough to allow her to hurt me?
You blockhead! Hollyhock reminds you of the horse you hate the most. Yourself.
Okay, you got me. My parents gave me an internalized self-hatred of horses, so my horse body is a prison that I can never escape. This manifests in rotten behavior because I subconsciously believe I deserve to be punished, but being famous, I'm never punished, so I act out even more. And since this pattern is so woven into my identity, it is unfathomable to me that it can ever be curbed. So instead, I drink.
Check, please.
So the only way I can progress is to return to my life as a sober man and finally hold myself accountable for my actions, past and future. Oh my God, is this what therapy is?
Why did he bring me checks?
Your chair?
Wow, that was good.
That was very cathartic. I didn't realize he had a hatred for horses.
I saw someone at the buffet putting ketchup on a hot dog.
What? Not in my town.
In Chicago, they don't.
Tomato on it.
You don't put ketchup on
They, like, yeah, even if you go to Fat Dan's, they'll be like, no ketchup, do it yourself.
What?
Yeah.
You never understood me.
I raised you as my own flesh. I was tough on you because I expected big things from you.
You weren't tough, you were mean.
Because the world is mean.
Not my world.
I wanted so much for you. I wanted to push you to be your best self. I see now that I failed you.
But you didn't fail me because I am not a failure.
Good for you,
That was
Todd.
great.
Why can't you see I'm living a good life? I have friends, I have a job.
You sleep on the couch and you play with puppets all day.
I'm happy, Jorge. What more do you want from me?
I want to know that you're okay.
And why haven't you called in 10 years?
You don't think I wanted to? I'm not the one who... She loves you, but she's very proud. If you called her, she will talk to you.
Well, she can't talk now because she's in a coma, right?
What are they talking about?
Chavez's, you got company.
Chavez's.
You gotta get out of there now. Do you read me?
Oh.
Diane? Why is there a walkie-talkie?
Hey.
Excuse me. This garage is for shopping center customers only.
Oh, okay, fine. I'll buy a pretzel.
Or you could just leave.
No, now I want the pretzel.
This is serious.
Yes, I understand. We're very serious. We read serious books and listen to serious XM.
Serious.
Hey! Stay right where you are!
Ah, you could have gotten out of that.
Damn. Your ranks are divided. Your leadership has abandoned you. Face it, the strike is over.
Whoa. Okay.
Collective agreement.
You get none of the things you asked for and you start work again Monday.
Sounds fair. If I sign this, does that mean I get a promotion too?
Sure, Stuart. Someday.
Princess Carolyn, I'd love to give you a raise, but you're thinking like an assistant. So why are you concerning yourself with these assistantly trifles?
You really think I have what it takes to be an agent?
Someday, sure. I need you to try on these apology bikinis and report back when they pinch. Ugh.
You got it, boss.
Oh, God.
What the fuck?
Don't sign that.
I got it,
I just remember there's a typo on page 12. Instead of billable hours, I wrote Billy Bob Showers.
That guy hasn't showered since Bad Santa. Monsters ball more like monster balls.
Let me fix up a new version and you can come back and sign it tomorrow. I'll walk you to your car.
Seriously, that baby is so cute.
Little baby Ruthie.
Yeah.
Well, this is my car.
What the fuck?
I don't own a car.
Oh.
So why do we walk 3 blocks in the rain?
But panic! I've never been in charge of where to go before.
You're clearly out of your depth in these negotiations. Take this number.
This is a lot of money, Princess Carolyn.
That's not an offer. It's a phone number.
Can you drive me home?
Nice ass car is that though?
This is all a misunderstanding. I'm just trying to take this kidney back to my mom. Whitewell's got like 100 of these. He won't even miss this one.
Aren't you a little scared?
What?
Just got that Todd magic, man.
Saw it happen.
It's like, what?
Stinky guy. What the? Hey, who's in my chair?
Mr. Kurtov, I thought our meeting was
Jonah!
It appears to be 9:03.
Hello?
If you're serious about negotiating with the assistants, it's imprudent to send the message you don't respect our time. In order to start these negotiations on the right foot, I suggest we adjourn for the day and start in earnest tomorrow. On schedule?
Damn.
Okay.
Fabulous. Princess Carolyn.
Judah.
How was that?
Let the negotiations begin.
With the shell.
Yeah.
Or you want an apology?
Oh.
I know I was hard on you when you were growing up, but I was trying to protect you. Nothing came easy for me. It took hard work, focus, discipline to get me where I am today. But I should have realized, you're white.
I forgive
Do you want to come say hello? I'm sure she would love to see you.
Well, she has my number.
Go see your mother.
Uh-oh.
What do you expect? I'm a Chavez, right?
Look at the neck brace on the giraffe.
Damn.
Well, his mom never called him.
Yeah, she better call him now.
Yeah.
Well, he was saying she's got too much pride, and Todd has too much pride to go see her too.
Yeah, but he just gave her a kidney. She better call him.
them I was checking you in here.
Those people need me to be an example of success.
You can't help anybody else unless you're honest with yourself. A wise man told me that.
Who? What wise man?
You did. I was being poetic and you ruined it.
Don't listen to me. I'm a drunk.
But the first step is admitting it. You've destroyed me.
My husband will leave me. I promised him I would never drink again after what happened to our daughter.
What happened to your daughter?
You know nothing of my life, and you
you think you know what's best for me? The only reason I got drunk in the first place is because of your contraband vodka.
So
Well,
that's
yes, technically that's
actual
true.
mango.
Of course you did this to me. Because I cared about you. And you ruin people who care about you.
Damn.
Jesus.
Fuck you, dude.
Well, I want you to remember this, BoJack. I want you to remember what you did to me.
Fuck you.
I remember everything. I'm sober now.
Damn.
Jeez. Man, I know he's an alcoholic, but that first sip of vodka was not very obvious. You were drinking a
They're right next
bottle of
door to
vodka.
each other.
Chugged it. Oh.
And then Chris pointed out they had a regular Van Gogh painting.
Yeah.
And then like their flower's pink, their flower's blue on the painting.
Man, I haven't seen this place in a minute.
They're squatters.
Surprise!
Oh, come on.
I like to read the name. J.K. Simmons?
J.K. I say that. That's the 5th time that one of you have said that.
What?
J.K. Simmons.
Just leave us alone. We're stupid normies, okay?
He's Lenny Turtletub.
Yeah, I don't know what
I always forget.
Turtletub, yeah.
Wow, that's an interesting episode.
Just kidding, Simmons.
It's gonna happen again before the next part.
That's what normies do, okay?
Just kidding, Simmons.
Nah, man, this is good, but also, man, fuck Dr. Champ, man. God.
What?
Why fuck him? Because, like, in the end, he was like, of course you did this to me. No, you need to fucking it was a bottle of goddamn vodka, dude.
I feel like he'll realize he's just angry in the moment.
But he's relapsed, so he's at the beginning of the 12 steps, so his instinct is to not
lash out.
Yeah, to not blame himself. The first step is to admit that you're powerless.
Oh, well, I'm just saying, regardless.
The thing with
fuck him still.
The thing with alcoholics, man, they're like really, really powerless. I was watching this last season of Shameless. There was this episode where Lib was dealing with AA, and he actually got a sponsor, and he left that sponsor. Spoilers if you guys watch fucking Shameless, right? You know, right now. But he left that sponsor with Fiona, and Fiona like literally just like hinted just a little bit at him. And it just completely ruined the kid. Like, there's nothing you can do about it, you know? And, like, this situation right here, like, Doctor, you know, I mean, yeah, it's his fault, but, like, he had no clue he drank that shit until he drank it, you know? And that's literally what it takes from some of these people. It's just, like, it's instantaneous right away. And, like, I know it's not BoJack's fault all the way, but, like, his fuck up led to that.
Yeah.
And it's always just showing that, like, the choices BoJack makes are detrimental to other people's lives, and obviously with this one and everything else he does, and it's just never changing. And obviously now he has to deal with it soberly.
I just feel like in this choice though, like he really didn't mean anything intentional by it. He was trying to like just save himself, and it was like he didn't really think about it.
It was a two-way street though.
Yeah.
I think Dr. Champ, if once he's back on, you know, his regular sober thinking, I think he'll realize that he was being kind of a dick there too. I understand where he was coming from, but like to say those things is all it's fucked up. You're undoing all that work.
But I also do appreciate too that that's the type of thing that would have unraveled BoJack in the past, and he was like, "Yeah,
I was about to say that
like,
too.
I'm sober now,"
Like,
which
I'm
is
sober
and
now.
like he nutted up, and he was like, "Yep, I fucked up. I am admitting my fuck up. I don't need to fucking spiral out over this shit. I said my apologies to you. I'm heading home." So it's a
And,
great day.
I don't know. This fact is like I'm sober now. I remember everything now.
Yeah,
Like he had been drinking and doing all this stuff just to literally just not think about any of the fucked up things. I mean, I know that's very simple. That's the reason why anyone abuses any like substance, but still, I don't know. I hope he's going to be fine now, entering his house and going back into the real world, and still keep that head on his shoulders.
Yeah.
'Cause, yeah.
Would it be in poor taste to drink while we watch the next episode?
I'm gonna be sober for the next 6 months. I'm not drinking.
Sorry,
He's gonna drink
buddy.
this weekend.
You know that sobriety
He's drinking this week.
requires
His birthday's in a month too.
Oh wait, no, that's you and Pat.
But
The
pizza?
no pizza.
that never happened.
Yeah, they're like, we're not eating pizza for blah blah blah. Next day pizza.
I don't know if I can do 6 months. I'm not even gonna pretend like I could. I struggle to
It's
do it.
not that hard to just not drink.
But I guess like you don't really need to if you don't have a problem with it. Like I don't have a drinking problem, but like you know it would
Well,
be
it's
nice
nice to
just
do.
it.
I think
Well,
6
cleanse.
months is radical. I think 6 months is something you should do if you like,
3
if
months?
you recognize that you have issues. But if you just want to like test yourself,
Yeah.
try a month. And
One whole
if you do it, try 2 months.
Yeah, I tested myself. It worked out for 4 months, and then I was like, I'm done.
I'm gonna actually
Just like not
participate
drinking.
in Lent this year.
Close to.
For Lent?
You Lent liquor.
You Lent liquor?
You know what,
giving
man?
up.
40 days seems like a long time. I always try to do those little cleanses. I can get through. I've done a month before. But it's so hard because there's so many social things to do.
My cousin Tim did this fucking
social without
60-day
drinking.
cleanse where he couldn't drink, smoke, do nothing, and he had to exercise every day. He lost so much weight.
Damn.
It was very inspirational.
That's dope.
It's like, damn, son. And the dude's got 4 kids.
Well, let's do the. We're gonna do the. Everyone's gonna abstain for a whole month of all the drinks and drugs, and no one's gonna jerk off neither.
All right, let's send this video.
Anyway, back to, about the episode though. It was really funny how like Todd like knocked out his stepdad, took him over state lines, and just like wakes up in Diane's living room like, oh hi, this is so totally normal kind of thing, and then like go infiltrate like White Whale's place.
I feel like Guy was
great.
totally looking out for her and be like, look, you're like he's noticing her behavior now. Like kind of what Diane does. Like you were kind of being depressed about this book, you don't have to do it. Oh, she's like, no, I have to do it. And she was like, but you're being down. She's like, well, that's who I am. It's like I don't know. Does that have to be how some people just are? Like,
Some people are like happier when they're miserable or something. I don't know.
I think if it's in service for her art and she knows that, if she's like, I gotta kind of get in this depressed space to crank out this bit of art I need to do for work and shit too. But
Like
then
when
she
you
can
like
coast on it for the
depressed
rest
art.
and just being like, every now and again, like I gotta go to that place to get this shit done so I can get paid. But also it like feels fulfilling because she's discovering something. But also I just think that Diane just kind of enjoys being miserable a little bit for some reason. I don't know. She's down on herself a lot. That's just kind of her.
She's gonna end up back in LA eventually.
This is also like the first real Todd backstory we got, I feel, about his parents. Like, you never really heard about them?
Chives.
I'm not sure if anybody enjoys being miserable though.
Yeah,
I
that's
feel
why
like
I'm
we're
like-
missing the point here.
Yeah.
I don't.
With Diane, you mean?
Yeah. Because you said
that I think I do. I think that because it's easier for her, maybe. Like being happy is like a thing that sometimes some people have to work at. And if your like standard background is just being slightly miserable, I think you just kind of get used to that. To say that somebody likes it, I mean like it's easier to live that way than it is to like push for like being happy and shit.
But
Like
to be with a partner who you're gonna constantly complain like, I can't get this fucking book done. I can't have no time to get. I can't.
Yeah.
And then be like, well, I'm gonna help Todd steal a kidney. Buy me a pretzel, babe. I love you. At least he's still like being supportive.
Yeah, we'll see how
like,
it goes.
do you guys know anybody who just like is like low key shitty all the time? Like they're always bitching about something or like get angry super quick and like that's them. And if they wanted to work on getting that shit together, it'd be hard work for them. So it's like, damn man, you're always shitty or you're always bitching about something. I'm not saying that you like being like that, but obviously you kind of do because you don't attempt to make the change. It's because making the change is hard for some people. So they just slip into their default and that's their fucking default.
Das ist true. Das ist true.
Damn. Well, I thought it was very funny that Princess Carolyn mentioned something that I guess happens about like, oh yeah, we saw these vanity cards for people to put in the end credits to sponsor ads, but except they don't ever get seen because Netflix skips to the next episode. I'm like, I wonder if that's something they did, or that's probably something that actually happened.
Yeah, we should just we need to watch the credits all the way through.
That's hilarious.
We do. Oh.
We do most of the time to hear this song.
They touch on like race in this episode. Like Todd's dad and stepdad finally realized like, oh, Todd's white. He can get away. Like,
People just keep doing shit for him.
Like you saw a security guard was like, oh, you need this kidney. Here you go. You stand there. No hands
It's
up.
like, aren't you a little scamp? Which is that's kind of because like Todd because that's what Princess Carolyn earlier said. She was like, have fun feeling your way upwards, and he's like, all right, we'll do. Like Todd keeps getting in situations where he ends up being some kind of crazy boss of something. And it's not that he doesn't have talent, but like people just look favorably upon the young man.
He just has the face.
White.
White privilege with Todd, apparently. That's how he's been getting away with
Todd
this whole time.
Todd Chavez.
Todd Chavez.
But yeah. And then there's one more thing I forgot I was gonna say.
I was gonna say something too, I can't remember.
Oh, the whole assistant thing, like signing them to like, give them bigger jobs and like tricking them all. It happens really, right? That really does happen.
Busting up a union. Well, that's the thing though, is I think if you're trying to unionize, you gotta you have to look at those people as your brothers and as yourself because like that's all it takes. If they can give the union, whoever's running the union, if they can get them to break, the whole thing will crumble.
Yeah.
So you gotta be like, when you go in there, like whatever they fucking offer you, no, like these are our demands. You gotta go for this shit. This is the shit we want.
Yeah.
Don't take the cushy job. Like they're like, hey, we can get you 6 figures a year. You're like, fuck.
Yeah, it's little Princess Carolyn actually was looking out for little Shitbird, whatever his name was.
Yeah, well, Shitbird.
And Judah's back. I call him Jonah.
Judah.
I don't think he was in all last season. So cool.
Yeah, it's good to see him back. He's gonna.
Fucking man, bud.
He's like
came in.
The assistant everyone needs.
He was last season. He's like, best way to start these renegotiations is should we convene tomorrow on schedule? It's like, oh, damn.
Just dunk.
Yeah, like a boss.
Cool,
and the
y'all.
sky cleared when he showed up.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Oh, yeah, nice.
It was like Jesus.
Nice, nice.
It was so funny. He's like, make me an appointment. Where's my dry cleaning?
And they have no one to displace their anger towards.
Literally shows up and was like, our one demand is to not be treated like shit. He's like, well, we're at an impasse. What
did he say then?
He was like, well, we're at an impasse.
Yeah, like, and that was the first demand. So reasonable. Well, we're at an impasse. Well, guys, that's all we got.
Oh, yeah?
We got
2 more to go.
episodes.
Alright, y'all.
See you on the next one.
Bye.
Thanks again for watching BoJack Horseman. Be sure to hit the like button and subscribe if you want more BoJack content, and check out our Patreon for early access and uncut episodes. Once again, a big shout out to Luis, Joe Mags, Nasser, Ruby, Smokem, Keyboard Junkie, NYR Fan, Kelly Parks, Allison, Edward, Nico, Flower House, Anthea, and Sean. And we will see you all next week for more BoJack.